अच्छा है, टॉप क्लास है, कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं है।
थैंक यू। Good evening, sir.
गुड इवनिंग वीनू मैम।
Good evening.
Good evening, Benu ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, Benu ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening, all.
गुड इवनिंग बेनू,
Good evening.
बेस्ट ऑफ लक।
Thank you.
Good evening, Benu ma'am. Best of luck.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Hey Girish,
Yes, sir. We are with
how many are
86 participants are there, sir, now?
okay? Then start. I think no.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Good evening to all of you. Today, in continuation in the in-house training, today we have Benu madam, and she is going to discuss a very important topic in the concern of the students only. Because nowadays we have seen the behavior of the students in with the teachers in social life is changes. So this socio-emotional learning, I think, the process in which child develop the skills that help them understand and manage emotions, set and achieve positive goals. So this is very interesting topic, and the Benu madam is going to discuss. So, Benu madam, all the best. Please start.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone present here.
Good
I
evening, ma'am.
welcome our principal, Dr. Manohala, Vice Principal, Ma'am, Miss Sonia Kaur, and my colleagues in continuation of the CBSE Online In-House Training Session 2021-22. The topic of the day is addressing socio-emotional needs of the children. Here, children means children means the ones at home, school, and in society. Let me make the emotional aspects refers to the person initiating, cultivating, and responding to others to form relationship with other people in their lives, such as parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. We are all born with core emotional needs that are part of who we are for life. All human beings, young and old, have the same social emotional needs. When parents meet these needs consistently in their children's lives, kids grow up happy, fulfilled, and are able to reach their full potential. I begin my presentation with a small video on the topic. Please do watch the topic. Hello and welcome to Teachings and Education, Social and Emotional Learning, SEL, the process by which people manage their emotions in social settings. Credit to cansel.org and go to their site for more information. First off, why should educators devote their time to social emotional learning? Student emotions are often responsible for their boredom and inappropriate behavior. You need to understand that emotions affect learning and student behavior. Teachers can use emotions to garner interest and maintain engagement and get their students to behave. Now, how can SEL be implemented into school systems? SEL should guide curriculum choices, the classroom activities, novels to be read, and courses that are offered. Specifically, teachers can utilize and design SEL assessments. They can teach and model direct practices of social emotional learning. They can even integrate SEL into their own lessons. Onto the SEL core competencies, which is basically a framework for what should be taught to students in various ways and across multiple settings. There are 5 in total. The first competency to teach your students is self-awareness. Self-awareness is the ability to identify your own emotions, thoughts, and values while understanding how they influence your behavior. Throughout anyone's lifetime, they will experience a wide variety of emotions. The first thing to do is to teach students to identify their emotions. It's important to have an accurate self-perception. Students should know who they are and understand their parameters. Self-confidence is absolutely essential to anyone's success. Great teachers know the importance of teaching self-confidence to their students. And lastly, self-efficacy. From a social standpoint, is the individual's ability to initiate and engage in social settings and create interpersonal relations. The second competency is self-management. Self-management can be defined as the ability to manage your own emotions, thoughts, stresses, impulses, and behaviors through different situations. Students need to overcome and master their weaknesses. Students can foster self-management by developing and setting goals for themselves. Goal setting can be a great classroom activity. Stress management is something perceived as being an adult issue. Children have stresses as well and should be taught how to deal with their own personal stress. We all know how important it is to be organized. Organizational skills can help set students up for success all throughout their lives. On to the third competency, social awareness. Social awareness is the ability to understand social norms, take perspective, and empathize with others from diverse backgrounds. As a teacher, think about how many students today lack respect, and then think of how appreciative you are of those students that do show respect. From a global perspective, you want your students to appreciate the diversity that's present in school systems today. Identify lessons and activities, such as culture studies. And lastly, you want your students to understand that others may be emotionally hurt or excited or sad, etc. Moving forward to the next competency is relationship skills. Relationship skills are defined as the ability to establish and maintain healthy relationships with diverse individuals and groups through communication. Individuals with good relationship skills are also good at working together in teams. Teamwork skills can be developed through cooperative learning in sports. Relationships and friendships that last through the years exist when people are able to communicate with one another in an open and honest way. Teach students how to actually build a relationship. That means not being a other friend, to continually invest time into people. And the last competency is decision making. Decision making is the ability to make constructive choices about personal behavior and social interactions based on social norms. The first part of decision making is self-reflection. You have to understand your personal situation and stance before making important life decisions. Next is being able to analyze the situation. Students should know how important it is to think critically and to use the available data and information. Teaching students to solve problems is something teachers should be doing every day in their classrooms. And we're going to finish up with responsibility. We want to raise our children to be responsible members of a society. Right now, I want to say thank you for your time. Hello and welcome to Teachings and Education, Social and Emotional Learning.
Thank you for watching the video. In my next slide, I want to tell all the educators about some important social emotional needs of a child. Children need to feel that they are living and learning in a safe environment. Adults in their lives are working to keep them from physical and emotional harm. They need parents to protect their feelings and not put them in situations in which they can succeed. Moving to the next slide, it is about the 5 emotional needs of a child. They are respect, acceptance, importance, security, and inclusion. Respect. The child wants full love and respect from their parents, teachers, and friends. They want to be loved and have a sense of self worth. Children need to know that their parents think they are the center of their world. They need to believe there is a someone who will go to the end of the world for them to show that they matter. Moving to the next, that is acceptance. The child feels that his feelings, opinions, and ideas are valued by everyone, by all of us, everyone. They need to know that someone is paying attention to them. They need to expect that parents value what they have to say and take joy in what they do. Further, we can say that children need to feel like they have some control in their lives. They need parents and teachers who are predictable in their behavior and who structure the day with predictable routines and rituals. Moving to the next factor, that is importance. Every child is special and important. They feel on the top of the world when they are appreciated and awarded for a tiny work. Children should always be encouraged to give their best. This will lead them to have a sense of power and they feel independent and competent. Children need to feel powerful sometimes. They build this sense of power when given chances, when presented with tasks at which they can succeed. And the next, we have security of the children. Children need to know that the emotions that overwhelm them sometimes are normal. They need parents to remain calm in the face of their feelings, to help them give a name, guide them by saying some healthy ways to express their feelings. Children rely on their parents and teachers to be safe and secure. Last but not the least, that is inclusion. It means feel connected to others. All humans are socially connected with each others. Even children need to experience the world. Their brains develop when they are presented with interesting materials to see, hear, touch, and smell. They enjoy relationships with their teachers, parents, and friends. Children need to know that if they were not in this world, someone would miss them. They need to feel their parents are glad that they are theirs and they can count on their parents and develop the skills and educators to also play a major role in the child's life. Moving to the next, that next slide, it is about the social emotional learning, which is the process through which children develop skills that help them. This is one of the best ways we can meet the social emotional needs of children as an educator is to help them develop the skills, and they need to be resilient. This does summing up the above components we have understand and manage emotions, set and achieve positive goals, feel and show empathy for others, establish and maintain positive relationships, make responsible decisions. In my next slide, I would like to address you further about the social emotional. Kids grow up happy, fulfilled, and are able to reach their full potential. To be resilient, children who know how to overcome obstacles and adjust to changes in their lives often get along with others and develop other important social emotional skills. Resilience teaches children adaptability in unknown situations and helps them develop skills necessary to be successful in life. Moving, some avid readers and curious educators may like to go through a popular book which sport and deals with this topic. So here we go. The book Socially Strong, Emotionally Secure discusses several ways in which you can nurture children's strength and confidence to help them build resilience. There are several ways in which we can nurture children's strength and confidence. The very first one is carry out sportive interaction strategies. Sportive interactions are foundation for building strong, healthy relationships with children. The ways in which we interact with children should be well thought up and planned in advance. Intentional planning can help prevent challenging behavior and promote children's social emotional development. Here are few ways we can have sportive interaction with children. Listen attentively to children by leaning forward, making eye contact, and asking questions about what they are telling us. A simple smile and thumbs up can show children that we really care while also comforting and reassuring students. Let children know that we are happy in their teaching by sending a note when they are sick, celebrating birthdays in the classroom, having casual conversations with them, and positive commenting on small changes in their lives or in their appearances. Moving to the next way is foster supportive relationships between school and home. We, as teachers and families, should be partners in helping children succeed. Home school connections and family engagements both play a major role in helping children develop the skills they need to be positive members of the community. In addition to caring for and educating children, we should think of our role as an early childhood educator, as helping families get off to the right start with their child's education and development. There are three ways in which we can build the child's education and development. Next slide is about provide activities and experiences that give children opportunities to learn social emotional skills. Playing while learning should be an emphasis in any childhood classroom because meaningful play is one of the best ways for children to learn and develop social emotional skills. A teacher plays an important role in it. Resilience can also be taught through meaningful. Here, let me make the meaning of resilience clear. Resilience means the ability to recover quickly from the difficult situation. Here are few activities and experiences that can help promote resilience in the classroom. Help children build language and communication skills by asking encourage children to be kind to one another and learn about feelings by reading books and singing songs about emotions. Teach children relaxation techniques and other appropriate ways to reduce stress and calm. Here, I request all of you to kindly observe this slide carefully because there is a small activity. Just read these 3 points. I am sure all of you must be practicing any of the 3 activities or maybe all of them. So, in the chat box, kindly mention it, please. How many of you are doing these activities in your own classes? Please mention a number 1, 2, or 3. That's really nice. All of them 3 good. That's great. So moving to the next daily routine and how to adapt to situations by having a predictable yet flexible routine. There are 3 ideas to build resilience through daily routines and transitions. Involve children in carrying out routines and transitions by asking them to do things such as be a line leader for the week, teach children how to take care of themselves by providing them with supplies to use for personal care and cleaning, enough by planning enough time for activities and routines. Next point is design spaces to, this is the word, design spaces to create learning environments and contribute to children's overall development and well-being. Young children are very sensitive to their environment. So it's important for all the stakeholders to create a learning environment that is engaging and comforting to children. Be sure to take into the account the likes, dislikes, and cultures of all the children in your care. If children feel comfortable in their environment, they need more likely to learn and develop the skills and they need to success in life. I am repeating it once again that the author of Socially Strong, Emotionally Secure recommend that we keep the following goals in mind thinking about our environment. That is, these are the goals written in the Socially Emotional Secure. Your space should make children feel welcome and safe. Self-directed play and imagination should be promoted in the space. The children are made to do the arrangements of the space, which should allow these children to be away from others when needed. Next factor is social emotional development and experiences and activities. The children may not follow the pattern of the parents at home, but teachers are their favorite. We, the educator, offers a variety of experiences to support the social emotional development of all the children especially. So family and child care providers should offer a variety of experiences to support the social emotional development of all children in their care. We can create developmentally appropriate experiences that engage children in meaningful interactions to promote their growth and learning. The children you care for need daily opportunities to participate in activities that help them learn new skills and practice existing skills in a fun manner, stimulating and sportive environment. Children develop social emotional skills in the context of their relationships with their primary caregivers, including you as their child provider, and within their family and culture. Children's social emotional development affects their ability to have successful school and life outcomes. During your daily activities and routines, you can embed opportunities to enhance children's social emotional learning. We should we should know the embedding opportunities for social emotional development. The first step to intentionally embedded opportunities for social is give to know all the children a few notes about their interests, their interactions with peers, their ability to express emotions. As you learn about the children, you can use this information to think about activities they may enjoy and how to facilitate the development of social skills and friendships. Let's think, what experiences do you want to provide to support the children's abilities to learn to self regulate? How can you incorporate social emotional learning into your daily schedule and routines? How can you make snack times and lunchtime routines that support your social development? We educators serve as a model for children in how we express our own feelings. Placing a feeling chart in our child care area can be helpful when talking about feelings. Moving to the next slide is about the feelings. The slide is a reflection of our own childhood days, our brothers and sisters, and in many cases, our own kids. In school, too, we see so many students with various feelings. It says and means a lot. We need to examine these. Here, let's pause and indulge ourselves in an activity named personality test. Kindly keep a sheet and a pen with you. Keep a sheet and pen with you.
Okay.
It's already said we educators are role models for our students. So, why not analyze ourselves and our personality? To start with it, I shall put forth 10 questions to you. Each question has two options, A and B. For each question, you put down your answer in the paper, choosing so here I go with the questions. Kindly write down your opinion or options in your sheet, not in the chat box. Coming to the very first question is, would you buy a house where a murder took place if it was good investment? Option A, yes. Option B, no. Would you buy a house where a murder took place if it was good investment? Option A is yes and option B no. Just write down on your sheet which option you would go with, option A or B. Moving to the next, would you rather have a job you genuinely enjoy that pays very little or a job you hate that pays a lot of money? Option A, job you hate that pays well, or option B, job you love that does not pay well. The next question is, what do you like the most? Reading, option A is reading, and option B is listening to music. What do you like the most? Option A, reading. Option B, listening to the music. Moving to the next question. When do you mostly buy new clothing accessories? Option A, when you need it. Option B, when you want. When you need it, when you want it. Here is the next question, that is question number 5. How do you face problems in life? Option A, stay calm and find solution. Option B, feel numb and ask other. Stay calm and find solution to the problem, or you will be feeling numb and asking others about it. Question number 6 is, pick a movie genre. A, suspense. B, comedy. Next is, do you ever ignore others just to prove your point right? Option A, no. Option B, yes. Do you ever ignore others just to prove your point right? No is option A. and option B is yes. Next, what do you do when you feel sad? Try to solve the issue, that is option A. Try to solve the issue, or option B, nothing. Coming to the next question. When you have a heated discussion with someone, what do you usually do next? Option A is drink water and try to forget, or option B, try to think why it took place. Now, the last question of this quiz activity is question number 10. When you feel depressed, what do you do? Try to pull yourself out of the mess and think positive, and or option B, surrender yourself before the situation. Try to pull yourself out of the mess and think positive. Option B, surrender yourself before the situation. Now we come to the analysis of this activity. If you have chosen more of option A, that is more than 5 option of A, it means that you are logical person. Whatever be the circumstances, you always think logically. That is for if you have chosen more than 5 option A. It can be 6, it can be 7. So it means you are a logical person. Your overwhelming emotions do not affect your logical thinking. Your rational and logical thinking in your power, which makes you more trustworthy than others. When there is trouble in your life, you sideline your emotions and listen to your brains to solve the problem. It can be achieved by your calm and composed mental activity. Let's evaluate the ones who have chosen more of option B. Such people are very emotional. They at times do not have control over their emotions. They are very caring and trust people easily. They are prone to be heartbroken easily. They are ready to do anything for their so called loved ones without having a notion about their feelings. Such people are not directed by their brains but are led by their own feelings, empathy. They do not hurt others. Their priority is emotion. So, during the problem solving hours and situations, they cannot take instant decisions and are panic struck. Now, let me find the balanced personalities. Equal number of A and B option. That's quite rare, but I should say that's great if someone has chosen 5A and 5B. They are mixed blend of logic and emotion. They are able to handle every situation in an efficient and smooth manner. Not to worry, each one of us are unique in our own special way. So, moving forward, I will be addressing the social emotional needs of all children, special children also here. Coming to the next one is that needs of all children. We may encounter children in our family childcare settings who have special needs, development delays, or may be experiencing challenging life events or circumstances. These challenges may influence the child's ability to engage in positive social interactions with adults and peers. It is important to provide children with the support they need so they can benefit as much as possible from their early care and education experiences. For some children, you will need to work closely with the family, share observation and documentation, and perhaps work with the consultant and an agency or school district that their family has contacted. An infant or toddler with special needs may have an individual family service plan IFSP that describes all the special services for the child and family. A preschool or a school age child with special needs may have an individual education plan IEP that typically addresses social based special services and sports. Children with special needs often need changes or adaptation to materials, environments, and routines. They also may have specific behavior plans that you and their parents need to carefully implement and monitor. You will want to ask the child's family to help you receive any specific training or support if you are expected to implement any individual social or emotional behavior strategies for a child with special needs or developmental delays. So, for this, you have to recognize that some children you care for may be dealing with challenging life circumstances. Such challenges may require intensive services. You help children build resilience to deal with stressful life events. As a family child care provider, you can tell families about local community services. As a family child care provider, you know the children in your home well and can facilitate helping children build peer relationships and friendships. So, some ways to conclude this is pair children to take turns with a new musical instrument, create small groups of mixed age children, teach young children to respond to peers' requests, extend play by adding new materials to an own ongoing activity, create personalized social stories, have difficult with transitions, new routines, recalling what happens next, redirect children when they engage in challenging behavior, play games where children have to listen carefully to each other. So, moving to the next slide, we see healthy relationship between the two friends. As we all know that friends are the important nutrient in one's life, making one overall healthy. So here we have some slides on promoting friendship. Friendship skills begin developing in young children and change over time. Toddlers are aware of other children but are not typically concerned with group play activities or make friends. They typically play next to other children even when using some toys. Preschoolers are just beginning to understand how to be a friend and what it means to play together with other children. They can sustain group games and play scripts. They are beginning to form friendship that may carry over outside of childcare. School age children are more drawn to peers and typically enjoy playing with others of their age. They enjoy cooperative games, competitive games, playing sports, attending birthday parties, and they gravitate to other children who have similar interests. They enjoy meeting with friends outside of school and in childcare settings. Some older school age, children get together with friends in special interest clubs. Friendship becomes more and more important as children mature. As a family child care provider, we can use many activities to promote friendship skills among the children in our care. They include plenty of toys and materials that promote social interactions. Example, dress up clothes, blocks, balls, puppets, cars, trucks, and board games. Arrange play areas so more than together or side by side. Read books about emotions, cooperation, helping each others of emotions and empathy. Practice sharing and turn taking during routines, snack, lunch, group meeting time. Ask children to help or complement one another during the day. Model this behavior and ask older children to assist younger children with tasks. Include the shared interest of children in areas of your home. Moving ahead, model talking about your own emotions and support children when they share their emotions. Make suggestions to make groups of children about play, teams, or what they might want to create as a group project. Example, I can see that several of you are interested in the types of birds that come to our bird feeder. Let's start a project and document the types of birds we see each day. Include outdoor play equipment and toys that involve children working together. Some children may need extra encouragement from you to learn to play with another child. You will have to teach the child to take turns, ask for a turn, take on a role in a play team's extra. Sorry. Pay close attention and be mindful about when it is good to intervene in the children's play and when it is better to intentionally stay out of the situation. Here, moving ahead to the next aspect of social emotional need is problem solving activities. There are many resources that describe how to teach children problem solving steps. Some educators use indicate a physical space where children can sit together and solve the problem where they disagree. Diane Twister Dodge and her colleagues recommend using the sequence of steps or for teaching children problem solving. Uh, Steps for teaching children problem solving are first they have to identify the problem, then brainstorm possible solutions, they have to take out the solutions, invite other children to share ideas and how to solve the problem. Then agree on a solution, restate the children's ideas and ask them to think about the best to solve the problem. Make sure everyone has the same understanding of the solution, but their answers will differ. Clarify any questions. Try the solution and see how well it works. Remember to give this solution enough time to work. If the original solution doesn't solve the problem, help the children try another idea. I think we all teachers are practicing these activities with our students. Coming towards the last slide of my presentation is about the family involvement with the care provider. As a family child care provider have the wonderful opportunity to communicate, sometimes briefly, with each child's family. Families are a wonderful resource when you are planning activities that promote social emotional development. Parents know their children best and can inform you about their children's interests. Family outings, pets, and other news can enhance your relationship with each child. Take time occasionally to speak positively to the families of the children in your care. Your relationship with the family helps enhance their child's social emotional development. B. The teachers are an important adult in their child's life. Children need to see the important adults in their life. They are the parents and we the educators, talking and treating each other respectfully. Here I conclude my presentation, this session, thanking you all for listening and watching patiently. Thank you, everyone. Lisa,
Thank you.
please.
Thank you, madam. It was a very nice session. And
Thank you,
Sanjay,
sir.
I think all the teacher will take benefit for this session, and they'll pass to the talk to the students also. And then tomorrow, I think we have a session of Mr.
Vipul sir,
No, it
Vipul
was
sir,
some
Vipul sir.
Vipul Kumar. Okay, okay. And I think we'll start from tomorrow 5:15.
5:15 sir, okay.
Because there is examination of junior section up to 5 o'clock,
Okay sir, no
class
issues sir,
5.
no issues.
Okay. So from next session we'll start from 5:15 to 6:15. Okay. So wonderful session. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Lisa, link, please
Yes,
share the link.
yes ma'am, yes ma'am. Yes. Okay, here the attendance link is there in the chat box. For
Thank you, sir.
for those who are in Google Meet and those who are in YouTube, for all everywhere the attendance link is there. No issues. Kindly fill the attendance book. No? The attendance link
Thank
is
you,
already
sir.
the attendance link is already there in the chat box. Kindly fill the attendance.
Thank you, Benu madam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Benu, madam, many, many thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Wonderful session.
Thank you, sir.
Veenu ma'am, you may take rest. Huh?
Okay, thank you, sir.
I'm there to look after, no issue. Hope all of you got the attendance link. Vijayashri ma'am, Jayashri ma'am, Baljeet ma'am. Baljeet ma'am, please kindly fill your name correctly. Baljeet Kaur, kindly fill your name correctly. 2 times there was a mistake in your attendance.